You know, on a good day that Die Hard had came out and everybody said that that movie officially killed the Die Hard series, the same thing can be said for this movie. What's going on, GearBreakerNation.com? This is your boy Narik Chase, The Chase, and I'm coming at you with another movie review, and this time we're reviewing Taken 3. Now, Taken 3 is a 2015 action film directed by Olivier Megaton, starring Liam Neeson, Famke Janssen, Maggie Grace, Forest Whitaker, and Ray Scott. And the film follows Bryan Mills, who is hunted by the LAPD after being set up for the murder of his wife. Going into this film, I had my reservations because I heard really bad reviews about Taken 2. Of course, everybody loves first Taken film. It was really good, had some really good dialogue. There were really well shot action scenes. Liam Neeson was a total badass. And Liam Neeson does have a badass role in this film. There are a lot of bad things going on for this film. First, I would say that the acting is good. Liam Neeson completely kills his role. He is badass. I like the fact that he had really good chemistry with Maggie Grace. Tell that the father-daughter dynamic is really in this film. They had really good chemistry together. Forest Whitaker was really good in the film. I really like him as an actor. I think he did add some kind of weight to the film. Most of the characters in this film you really don't too much care about. Of course, there's this father-daughter dynamic in the film that actually does work, but the rest of the story is complete garbage. It's very stale. There's no depth to it. Another thing about this film that was really bad was how it was edited. It was edited really bad. During some fight scenes, during some chase scenes, instead of it being one consecutive shot, when it was when things were going down, it was like chop, chop, chop. As you got one guy's running, a second later there's a dog barking, a second later there's a fence coming up, a second later there's a car coming up, a second later there's another guy running. It was very choppy, so it was like 1, 2, 3, but not one consecutive shot. There are at least 2 or 3 situations in the film where Liam Neeson's character should have died, and it was really weird. Like, for instance, there's one scene where his car gets pushed off of a cliff and it just pretty much goes down and explodes. But there's not one scene explaining how he got out of the car. So it's things like that that really take away from his character. It makes him seem, does make him seem a bit superhuman. Ray Scott is a good actor. There are some films that I like this dude in. This film, he didn't care. It was nothing convincing about his performance. Almost every scene that Scott's in, he didn't care. Right off the bat, you're like, okay, he had something to do with that. Very obvious. In the end, even though there are some good performances, and I do like the father-daughter dynamic between Neeson and Grace, I have to sit here and just give this movie, honestly, I'm sorry. I love Liam Neeson. I think he is a total badass, but I think this is one of those films where he continuously is just playing the same role. I have to say, this movie does have some good acting in it, and it does have some pretty good performances in it for the most part, but the story, the action scenes, the editing, the directing is really terrible. Taken 3 gets a 1 out of 5. Glad I'm not the one to sit there and usually say that a film series should die off, but having seen this film, I think that this film series should die off. So in the comment section below, guys, please let me know what you thought about this. Did you think that the film had really good performances? Do you also agree that the story and editing were just terrible? It could have been done a lot better than what it has. And do you think that the Taken series still has potential for maybe another sequel? And do you also think that Liam Neeson is starting to has been for the last few of his movies playing the same exact role? Next edition of GearBreakerNation.com. Remember, guys, keep them gears turning. What's going on, GearBreakerNation.com? This is me, Narik Chase, coming at you with another video, and this time I want to talk about Spider-Man being introduced into the new Marvel Cinematic Universe. As most fans are, I'm completely excited to hear this. I've always wanted to see Spider-Man fighting alongside the Avengers, and with all these new movies that's coming out, and the ones that have come out, this is just a warm welcome to fans. This just has this really big epic feel to it, in which you have one of the best known characters joining up with some of the best named characters in Marvel. I want to talk about is my ideas concerning it. I am very excited, but I do have some issues and some concerns. I like Tobey Maguire. I think he did a really good job in the Sam Raimi films. I thought he was funny, I thought he was witty, I thought he pulled the character off as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And the same can be said for Andrew Garfield in the Amazing Spider-Man series also. I thought he was really fun. I thought he had more fun, goofy appeal to the character, which made it very well easy to connect. But Disney owns Marvel at the moment right now, and Spider-Man is currently owned by Sony, so it's interesting to see how that's going to go. And I highly doubt that Garfield will play the Spider-Man with the Avengers. Me personally, I want to see a new Spider-Man. I kind of wanted to see Garfield back in there, and I'm glad I kind of got with that train of thought. But maybe they should bring out the Peter Parker from the Ultimate Spider-Man. I think that would actually be something quite interesting, because I enjoyed the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I enjoyed the game. I like the world and a more modern setting to it. And I think that would fit really well into this new movie. Maybe even Miles Morales. I've been following Miles Morales also, and I'm really interested to see if he would be the one that they would put into this. And in fact, I would even like to see Ben Reilly as the Scarlet Spider. And for those of you who don't know who Ben Reilly is actually a clone of Peter Parker. So I would actually love to see that. This, just opens up so many doors and so many opportunities for people to sit here and get to know Spider-Man on a different level and how he's going to interact with these characters. I want to see a new Spider-Man suit design. I loved the Sam Raimi design, both the Amazing Spider-Man designs. I really was kind of disappointed that they didn't continue with the first one, because I actually liked the first one. I thought it was unique, I thought it was new, I thought it had a new modern look to it. I highly doubt that Spider-Man is going to be in the Age of Ultron, and if he does, he might make a cameo at the end of the movie, which I think that would be a good tidbit of a cliffhanger for fans to see what he'll look like, sound like, and act like for Marvel Civil War, which I think that's where he's going to be in. And so in the comment section below, guys, y'all heard my thoughts. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Who do you think should be Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man you think he should be? And also, what do you think of this whole Spider-Man and Avengers? Do you think that he should have been in it? Or you think it's more of about time? Or do you think they should try to reboot things and bring Spider-Man in? Yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think. Until the next edition of GearBreakerNation.com, keep the gears turning.